Hey, what's up, everybody? So today we're going to cover the 17 SEO tips that you guys can use to implement for your new website. And number one, you want to use this tool called Ubersuggest. Now, with this, it's totally free, and you'll be able to basically plug in your subject matter that's relevant to your niche or your services. And then it's going to give you a list of keywords, traffic, volume, things like that, of what people are actually searching that's related to your niche. If you're, let's say you're running an entertainment business in Daytona, you don't want to just have something maybe that's like local go-karts in Daytona. Maybe you want to find keywords that have more traffic, something like things to do in Daytona. So these tools with Ubersuggest, for example, will give you these abilities to find these hidden keywords in these gems, and it's free. You also have paid tools like Ahrefs and SEMrush. Both of those are really good. I personally use Ahrefs myself. So number two, what you want to use is a G Suite. Now with G Suite, you want to make sure you have your email that is actually branded with your company name. It's very tacky to have something that's like at Gmail, right, for your business. So with the G Suite, it ties into all the Google tools like Google Sheets, Google Documents, Google presentations, and so forth. So with these tools, you'll be able to share a lot with your collaborators, with your teammates. You can create new accounts and you can start sharing folders and sending links and so forth like that. But I highly recommend a G Suite for the account process of creating your new website, because you're going to use your G Suite for literally everything. Your master keywords, and just developing the new content moving forward that you're going to need to build out for your website. Number three, we have setting up Google Search Console. With Google Search Console, it's going to allow you to index your website a whole lot faster, and it's also going to alert you with errors that happen on your site. Is it mobile index friendly? Is it mobile responsive friendly? Is the speed okay? Things like that. You're also going to be able to read the traffic and the certain analytics that comes out of that platform. Number four, what you want to look at is something called setting up Google Analytics. With Google Analytics, you're going to be able to track like demographics, age, income, race, location, time on page, bounce ratio, things like that. So once you start segmenting the data flows and setting up all of that, you can start to play with and basically extract different types of analytics out of that platform and use it for your SEO campaign. Because if you're building a website and you don't know how long somebody stays on it, you don't know what page is keeping people on there longer or causing people to bounce out faster, you won't actually have the analytic data. You're just basically playing a guessing game. Number five, you want to set up a local schema for if you're a local business. That's like your name, your street address, your map location, and several other details. If you're a product, then you want to set up something called like review markup. So that's just a different way to basically mark up like reviews and testimonials, things like that. And if you're a news company, then you want to set up the news schema. And if you guys don't know, you can use a tool like Google Structure Tool, and you basically plug in your website, and it's going to tell you if you actually have the schema set up properly for your business. This is a ranking factor. So basically, if your competitor doesn't have it, right, and you do, you're going to probably rank higher than them a lot faster. Number six, Google is now basically, as of 2020, 2019, mainly focusing on mobile first indexing, which basically means that you need to have a very fast, very responsive website. And from a ranking standpoint, it's all about user experience, right? So if a customer takes 10 seconds to load a website and your competitor can load that site in 3 seconds, it's going to rank your competitor most likely above you. So that's one of the factors you need to look at. Use tools like Google Page Speed Index. I also like using gtmetrics.com. And again, plug in your competitors. Type in like the keyword that you want to target for. Find all the local competitors. Throw their sites in there, see what they're ranking, and your goal is basically to be a faster website than them. Not necessarily have the best content, but definitely try to be faster than them. Number seven, use a tool called Ask the Public. I think it's called like info, or was it .info? With this tool, it's going to give you insights that you may have not even thought about. It basically allows you to take like a local city like Gainesville or Daytona, just as an example, and you can find hidden gems of what people are asking for with the subject matter. So that way you can actually build content around the actual subject that people are more curious with. Number 8, you can also purchase something called an EMD, which is basically an exact domain. What does this look like? Let's say you were in Gainesville and you had a painting company. What if I could get GainesvilleLocalPainter.com and my competitor has Gainesville, Gainesville local, anything, right? The whole point is, as long as you have something like GainesvillePainting.com, GainesvilleLocalPainting.com, let's say, you're a dentist in St. Augustine. What if you had StAugustineDentist.com? These are exact domain names, and so with these domains, you're going to be able to rank a whole lot faster because you actually have the keyword when you think about it and the domain.com. So that's very important. It's actually a ranking factor. Some of the fastest ways I've ranked websites against competitors that's actually gained a lot of foot traffic is simply by doing an EDM. If I can just put the keyword, for example, like my website, SEO Design Lab, or I could do designseo.com and so forth. What about designmarketing.com? See what I'm saying? So as long as you put the keyword in your domain, in your URL when you create it, then you have a advantage over your competitors. Number 9 is purchase a partial EMD. So what if you did something like, Amazon webhosting.com, Daytona sports medicine.com. See what I'm saying? So those are partial. The EMD, that direct one would just be, GainesvillePainting.com. That's more of a direct thing. And then number 10, you want to make sure you optimize your titles, make sure you optimize your URL structures, and then you also want to try to optimize in your titles like call to actions, right? Maybe you want to say that you are the fastest, or you offer free shipping, or you guys have a discount, a benefit. Make sure you put these call to actions in your titles. You also want to make sure your titles are relevant, right? Again, Gainesville Painting, we offer free quotes today, things like that, right? So when you put those call to actions, it's more of incentivized for customers that are using Google to actually click through on your business offering. Number 11, this is what I see all the time in most of my websites that I have to take over, is you need to create more forms on your website. And it's as simple as that. Because with the forms, you're able to get conversions. You get people to fill out things, you get people to submit things, and allow them to also keep up with you when you get them on email lists and things like that. So when you're creating blog content, always put your forms out there, keep the forms on the home page, and just keep everything interlinked between each other. Number 12, you want to reduce images for faster speed. Use JPEGs, not PNGs. And then you also want to really make sure that you keep your images under 1 megabyte. If it's over 1 megabyte, you fucked up. So below that, you're generally good. And again, Google is using pretty much a page speed index, mobile indexing. So you want to make sure your website's as fast as possible, especially with your competitors in your area. Number 13, get more guest posts. So this is a huge another factor. Reach out to other websites, introduce yourself, tell them that the services that you're providing. Try to find something that's in your niche, so that way you can write content that's relevant to what you actually offer. And then that's going to be relevant for the person to host your content, and then they're going to link back to your website. Number 15, use infographics, use videos, use pictures. See, people don't want to read shit anymore. It takes too long. The thing about videos and so forth, people watch them, they don't know how long they've been on this. What if you're watching this video right here and it's on my website? You just spent 10 minutes on my website and you didn't even realize that. But you're also helping my metrics for SEO. So if I'm offering a services in a local area and you just spent 15 minutes on my website versus my competitor, Google is probably going to say, oh, they have more relevant content. let's rank them higher. That's how these things work. Same thing for like infographics and pictures. You want to create eye candy, right? Eye candy. That's the crutch. And then number 16, again, utilize videos. Keep people longer, reduce the bounce rate of your socials, of your website. The name of the game is to keep people engaged and create content, get content out there, and then keep them on your website. Number 17, use Yext to optimize all your directory listings. So with Yext, it can actually, when you put in your data, like your business name, your street, your logo, all that shit, it's going to actually submit it to about 300 to 500 websites automatically all at once. So what it does is it makes sure that your NAP information is concurrent across all listings. So like name, address, and place, things like that, or phone. So if all this information is actually concurrent, Google knows that we need to place these guys high. If you have like your competitor that has their Yelp with different information, their Facebook with different information, their Google My Business with different information, and so forth, right? Social Pilot and everything else, Trustpilot. If all these leads that go back to your website are all different, you're actually going to be penalized with Google, so it's going to hurt your SEO ranking. So you'll find the best businesses, they actually use a tool called Yext, and then they get their citations concurrent throughout all the local marketing avenues. So hopefully if you guys found this information of the top 17 tips for SEO when you're starting a new website helpful, do me a favor, hit that like, hit the subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later.